welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode of today's Youth. And today we will be meeting with two of the team that was representing Egypt in Tokyo Olympics 2020, the artistic swimming team. Thank you for joining us. We're joined here by Mariam Maghrabi and Nihal Safan. Thank you very much for joining us today, and congratulations for your achievements at the Tokyo Olympics 2020. Right, I will start, Mariam, by talking about your expectations for your achievements at the Tokyo Olympics 2020 for artistic swimming. Were you expecting what you achieved?
Yes, we were aiming and training very hard for the 80, so I was expecting us to get an 80. I lost hope after the first routine because we did exceptionally well. I thought we won't get an 80. I thought we'd only get a 79, but I was very happy we got an 80, and was very relieved that all our work and training and many days we've tried our best paid off.
Yes, okay. Nihal, tell me also your expectations. Your target was reaching the 80s, and this was not reached by Egypt before during Olympic Games and so on. Tell me your feelings when you reached the 80s.
There was a photo taken for us actually in that moment when we saw the score on the screen. All of us were jumping up and down. Oh my God, we reached it finally. All the hard work paid off, like Mariam said. It was it was a feeling that was out of this world, really.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me then about the preparations for going to the Olympics.
We've been preparing this team since 2018. All of us working together, choreographing a new routine. The new routine actually was choreographed the past year. Of course, we had all of us this lockdown for 1 year. We didn't train, all of us together. All the preparations that we had done before just went away. So after the quarantine, we had to bring all the team back together and work hard, even double the effort to maintain what we have and to build on what we have and go forward to the next level. Of course, we had a target, the 80s target. We told each other we will reach it. We have a plan together and we will achieve it. Yes. And this was all of our mindsets put together to reach this target. And after a year of dedication and very, very hard work, thank God we reached it.
Yes, Mariam, tell me on the personal level, how did you prepare for the Olympics?
We, about training or?
About training. How did you train? How did you prepare yourself?
We usually trained 6 hours a day minimum, but as we were getting closer, we trained more and we had a camp together. This was a very good preparation because we used to work as a team. Our focus was only training. We used to sleep early. We had a very specific timetable, which helped us prepare for our time there, where we'll also be together all the time. We also got a Ukrainian coach, Ukrainian judge. She helped us improve so much, and the judges used to come and see us daily, which helped us improve. They used to tell us what we need. This really helped us prepare and helped us get to the 80.
Right. Nihal, tell me on the personal level, how did you prepare yourself?
Of course, I had to put some things aside, like my work, for example. I told myself it's once in a lifetime experience. I have to give it my all. I dedicated all my time and effort to training. We've been training together mornings and nights, 6 days a week. We had a lot of support and help from our federation. They prepared us with all the equipment we need, and the places we need to swim, all the facilities we needed. So I'd like to take this opportunity and thank our federation very much, especially engineer Yasser Idris for all his hard work with us.
And tell me more about your steps to being qualified, the qualifying period for the Olympics.
Actually, we've been qualified in 2019
Yes.
after participating in the World Championship in Gwangju, South Korea. So since then, we've been having our plan to reach the 80s and to train very hard to our goal, which was in 2020. And after that, it's been postponed and all the lockdown and staying at home for a while. So we needed to like go back together, all of us, one head in the team, and give it our all.
And how were you selected, your team? How was your team selected?
We had trials in 2018. Like there was fitness part, ballet part, and the swimming part, and we had like to learn our routine. We all swam the routine alone, and then we swam it together. And using the results of these trials, they chose the team members.
Right. Nihal, tell me more about the organization. How did you see the organization over there in Tokyo?
Actually, everything was very, very organized. Although at the beginning, we only had one chance to train in the pool because they didn't want teams to be together, and they needed social distancing, and they tried to keep teams away from each other as much as they could. After that, when we reached almost like 2 or 3 days before the competition, they tried to put everyone together. They made each team have like 2 periods per day.
Yes.
In the pool and with the music, so we can rehearse and try more than one time in the pool. And that was a great opportunity actually for us to keep training and to build on what we finished in here in Egypt.
Yes.
And not to just lay down there and just chill.
And you played there without spectators, right, Mariam? There were no
Yes.
spectators.
No spectators, but there were like some people from the Egyptian Federation or from the Spanish Federation or from different countries. And there were some volunteers watching there, but no spectators were allowed.
Did you participate before, Mariam, in other tournaments abroad, I mean international tournaments?
This is my first World Championships with like the seniors, and I've never went to a Junior World Championships. I've only went to 2 Comans and the Youth Championships in 2019. I haven't.
It was a local one?
No, these 3 were outside. They were abroad.
Yes.
The 2019 competition was the first World Youth competition for under 15, because usually under 15 only have Coleman Cup.
So it's a World Youth competition?
Yeah.
Right. And what about local competitions?
No, I've participated in many local competitions. Our last one was in 2020. I got 2nd in the solo technical and 3rd in the free. I was like against older people with me in the team, but it was very nice competition, and I was very happy.
Right. Nihal, tell me about the different competitions that you participated in, whether on the local or international level.
I've participated in like 4 World Championships. My first competition with the national team was in 2011. My first international competition with the club was in 2009. That was in Prague in Czech Republic. We got 1st place. Since then, I've been participating with the national team and my club in local competitions, and we've been having really good scores and participating also with the senior national team starting 2013. That was my first competition with the senior team. I was actually in the juniors, but I was selected to be part of the seniors.
Well, Well, Nihal, tell me about your feeling when you يعني when you feel you're participating to represent your country, you're representing Egypt. How does it feel? Responsibility, the feeling of responsibility.
Of course, and pride. Thank God I don't get nervous. I've also participated in Rio 2016, the Olympics, and this was my first really Olympic experience, and I had all the shock there. So in 2020, no, I didn't have that much of nervousness or this shake before we swim. No, on the contrary, I was very, very excited. I was supporting the team, motivating them. No, girls, we'll do great. I know we can do it, all of us together. So no, it was really great for me.
Right, Mariam, tell me, at what age did you join the artistic swimming? When did you join artistic swimming, and was this the first sport you joined?
I started artistic swimming at 7 years old, but before that I used to train gymnastics, swimming, and ballet. So I had kind of the base.
Yes.
The first competition I entered, I was 8, and I got the first in the solo for the national Egyptian competition.
Great. Well, Nihal, what age did you join?
I started between like 4 and 5. Before that, I was practicing swimming, and then swimming and artistic swimming, and then I quit swimming. I continued in artistic swimming, and since then I've been practicing artistic swimming. And
so you didn't do any other sports? It's
no,
swimming
it's
and then
swimming
artistic swimming, and that's it. What do you think is the best age to start artistic swimming?
I think as young as possible, like 4 or 5. That would be great. So the young girls can work on flexibility. It's easier to work on flexibility at young ages. Also, to learn the basics and the technique of the sport. It's really important to have this when you're young.
Right, Mariam, who supported you? I mean, was it your mom, your dad, your sisters, brothers?
Of course, like my mom and dad supported me, but mostly my mom. She helped me through everything, and she supported me so much. And of course, the club supported me a lot, and the federation with so many equipment they got us, and the organization and the competitions we went before that all builds up to the Olympics. Everything we do from the beginning, it all builds up, whether it's with the club or the federation.
Nihal, who was your great supporter in the family, friends?
From all of my family actually, but in specific, my sister, my twin sister.
You have a twin sister?
Yes.
And she's also in the artistic swimming?
She used to be. She quit in 2017. And my fiance.
He's also a great supporter.
Yes.
Did he fly to Tokyo with you?
No, there were no spectators. He would love to come, but of course, because they said no spectators, so he had to stay here. But he was supporting me all the way and FaceTiming together.
How did you manage your time between your studies and Mariam, actually this question is for you. How did you manage your time between your studies and the training hours, the long training hours?
Anytime I had no training, I was studying in the car while eating. I was studying like 24/7. and I used to take lessons very late after training. Nihal helped me in many
Subjects.
in many subjects, and
So you were in the same system.
Yes.
You were studying.
Yes, I was
IGCSE.
IG also, so I had the opportunity to help her whenever I could, after training, before training, in between trainings. So whenever I had the chance, I helped.
Right. Talking about the swimsuits and the official swimsuits that you were wearing at the Olympics.
Actually, we have two swimsuits. One of them was like the masquerade. It had like a mask from here, and it had a story and a bracelet on the waist. This was designed by Marina. She's Ukrainian.
Yes.
And the other one, it was the purple one, which was designed by a really dear friend of mine, and she is my sister's husband's sister.
Yes.
Okay, we're related actually. She designed the swimsuit, and it was executed by Randa. She's an
Specifically
Egyptian.
for you.
Yes, she's an Egyptian designer also. We had the idea. We gave her like photos of inspiration, and she just created it out of the blues.
Right. Mariam, what would you like to tell us about the swimsuits?
I really liked the purple one. It was my favorite. I loved the color purple, and it was sparkly, and I really liked it more than the red one. But the red one was really nice. I really liked the idea of the mask and the bracelet. It was very nice and unique. Like, I really liked the outcome of both swimsuits. Thankfully for Nihal's
Noor. Her
Noor.
name is Noor
Noor.
Yasser.
Thank you
We'd
for
like to thank her very much for the design.
it
Yeah.
was very nice.
Well, great. Tell me about your future. What are you planning for the future? Are you planning to be a coach, or are you planning to have a career away of the sports career? You're not planning for a sports career for the future?
Actually, I am planning. I didn't decide actually whether to be a coach or a judge. I'm still thinking about both careers. I don't want to be away from the sport. I've been playing the sport for like 20 or 21 years. It's very hard for me to just quit now and with no contact with the sport anymore. So I think as a coach, I'd like to give my experience to other generations, and as a judge, I'd like to support the upcoming teams in like international competitions. I'd like Egyptian the Egyptian fingerprint in the international judging.
What about you?
My goal now is to prepare for the Paris 2024 Olympics. I'm not going to be one of the youngest, of course, at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a great new experience, and I'm very excited to be participating in Olympics that is gonna be corona-free. I believe, hopefully, I believe it's going to be different and more exciting.
Right. Tell me about sports. How did sports affect you on the personal level?
It built character. It helped me through everything in life. It's really had a great impact on my personality, on the way I think, on everything. It made me manage time very well. Although I was training most of my time, I used to manage time very easily, like for school, and it really helped me so much. It helped me. I traveled to many competitions with my school. Although I didn't play athletics or swimming or anything, I played artistic swimming, but artistic swimming had the base of I could play anything. I used to play with the school athletics and swimming. I had medals.
In swimming?
Yeah, in swimming, and I used to love running. We had competitions, schools, many outside schools. We used to travel to Dubai or Kazakhstan, different countries, and there I was one of the best. I was very happy. That's all I'm thankful for artistic swimming, because it helped me have the base that made me I could do anything.
Yeah, Nihal, tell me about sports and its impact on your personality and building your character.
Of course, it built my character and my self-confidence amongst people. Like when I walk and they say, "Oh, she's an athlete," it appears, it shows on your
From your body, from your posture, from
my
the way
body,
you
from
walk,
the
and-
way of dealing with people, from my self-confidence, from everything, from how I manage my time, my sports and studies. When I was at university, they used to tell me, "How do you deal with your sports? You have to quit." No, I don't have to quit. I just manage my time. I do both, and I'm excellent in both, actually. So thank you for your advice, but no, I'll keep going because I think when we have a lot to do and we have a lot on our plate, we can manage our time better. So that's a plus, not a minus for athletes.
And what are your next plans for sports? I mean, are you participating in international tournaments soon?
We actually don't know yet. Our team now is having some time off. We don't know when we're going to get back together, the new routine and everything. So we'll just wait and see.
Right. What are the most important attributes of an artistic swimmer, in your opinion?
I think to have good interpretation with music, to have this artistic side, flexibility, of course, to work on flexibility, and to work as a team, to be a team player. Those are very, very important attributes, in my opinion.
What about you, Mary?
She has to be really, really confident because we have a very score. Our score depends on the artistic impression. So we have to be swimming with very high confidence and looking at the judges with eye contact to aim a high score. And she has to have a very strong personality, know how to work with the team. Because without teamwork, without connection with the team, nothing is possible.
Which countries around the world are most popular with artistic swimming?
Russia and
China.
China and Ukraine.
They are the top three now.
Yeah.
And in Japan, of course. In many countries, it's popular, but here in Egypt, it's not that popular. It's only concentrated in Cairo. And recently, it started to appear in Alexandria. And that's it.
And how do you see the future of artistic swimming in Egypt? After you won and you reached the
Hopefully,
80th
yes,
score
hopefully this gives motivation to all the new generations.
to join.
Yeah, to join and stay and to continue. Because some girls, like at the age of 13, 14, no,
They
I'll
quit.
just quit and live my life.
Why do they quit? Because of the long hours of training required?
It's hard, really, it's hard.
It's a tough life.
Yes, but it's doable. I mean, if I can do it, why can't you do it? So it's just you just need to have the will and the mindset to achieve something. You have to set yourself a goal and to reach it. And that's where you will have the motive to continue.
Right. Talking about goals, what are your goals this year in artistic swimming?
I think we've achieved the goal for this year.
For this year?
Yeah. So nothing more we can ask.
Yeah. What about the coming year? I mean, 2022. What are your plans? What are your goals with regards to your sport?
Of course, to improve the score more than the 80s. And that's for the World Championship, because the coming competition is the World Championships, also in Japan. And to have the 80s in both routines, not only one of them.
Right. Mariam, what is the one thing that could make you decide to be an artistic swimming coach in the future?
One thing that will make me an artistic...
One important thing. The most important thing that could make you decide, I'm going to be an artistic swimming coach.
I want to study architecture, but I've always wanted to be a coach. I like to to choose the music and to make the routine. I can't believe I could leave the sport forever. I feel like I'll still be connected to it no matter what. If it's like a part-time job or doing it for fun or helping the country, I feel like I'll be a coach or I'll be something to do with the sport.
Right. A final word or a message that you would like to send to youth from your place here?
Nothing is impossible.
Yes, of course. You have to put all your effort and dedication and in what you believe is right and what you love to achieve the goal you've been aiming to. Do your best in everything. Whether you have a reward or not, you'll definitely be satisfied with what you're doing and with what you achieved.
Right. Well, I would like to thank you very much, Mariam and Nihal. Congratulations
Thank you.
for what you've achieved in Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and all the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of Today's Youth. Many thanks for watching, and don't forget to join us next week, same time. Till then, it's goodbye.